Good afternoon or evening, whichever one it is for you. Gonna jump right into it. So, last time we came across this issue where we were no longer finding the function that contained our address, and that's actually because of the way that we were looking for that function is, oh yeah, I was writing this up and I kind of forgot to finish it, and now I've forgotten what the next thing I was going to do was. So we'll figure it out in a little while. I'll just go ahead and close this. So anyways, the issue that we were having is we were looking for the function that contains the start of the function that we're analyzing. And generally we have only one function, but in this case, if you notice up here, we now are in a different function than what we started in, which is a little strange, particularly because you can see there's, let's just go ahead and go all the way up to the top. There's no call here. And interestingly enough, this call doesn't exist anymore. So the cross references are not up to date. Let me see if, and it's not actually disappearing. So let's see what happens if I do a get code refs here actually. Do we see that one? Yeah. So that is our start function. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, maybe I got rid of it later. So maybe it's already moved the thing that was setting it. That must be what it is. Let's see. Yeah, it no longer exists. So the data flow saw it at some point, this ECX equal 41,000 in hex. And so it created a function. And that's not good for us because we want to stay in the same function. Because also, in doing so, this creates let me put it back into assembly. This puts it into a state, yeah, here. We have this push here. If we create this function, then that address isn't on the stack anymore. This is the first thing on the stack. And so that messes up all of our calculations for later because we need that to be on the stack. So the thing that I need to do tonight first is figure out how to stop this from happening. And the way that I'm thinking about doing it is actually going to cause an issue. We're going to have to actually update the source of the Python API that ships with Binary Ninja in order to keep it from having an issue. And I guess I'll go ahead and show you what's going to happen. So did I leave it in here? Yeah. So I created this yesterday or the day before. Well, thanks for subscribing, Murmus. I think that brings me up to 5. That's pretty awesome. So I created this binary data notification, which is going to basically listen to every action or most actions on the binary view. And when a function gets added, in the middle of analysis, it'll actually call this. This happens before analysis finishes, which you can contrast with an analysis completion event, which doesn't fire until after analysis is complete. So we're going to see if we can remove that function when it happens. I don't know if I ever actually got to the point where it actually works, and I'll go ahead and show you that. So I'm going to register the notification like this. And let's, no. I'm pretty sure I've updated since I checked this last time. So let's just see what happens. Throwing my mouse around. Yeah. So if you notice, there's a shit ton of exceptions that are being thrown right now. And that's generally bad, especially because it's not going to do what I want it to do. So we're going to end up hitting that that exception that stops analysis. Notice that this is not actually stopping our analysis because the binary data notification happens outside of what we are doing. I actually worry that's going to cause a race condition at some point. So we'll wait for this to finish up. Yeah. All right. So we got to that point. So if we look at these, say missing one required positional argument func. And if we look at the function updated right here, we're passing in view, we're passing in function, and that's all that function's supposed to take, but it's not working. And the reason why is because I was actually, if you're on Binary Ninja, it's the Binary Ninja Slack, and in, I think, the bug reports channel, you probably would have seen me complaining about this. In Python 3, the callback functions that get added, let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Yep. Binary data notification. So yeah, so these are what the functions take. So like function update takes view and func. And let's see. And here, so notify is, when this gets passed in, is a binary data notification. So it gets saved here. So when these get called, they come into here and they call self.notify.function added, except notify is now not bound. So it's really weird and a little confusing. So what actually needs to happen here is we need to pass into this self.notify as well to give it the self parameter. So yeah, let's go ahead and let me get the in the contents or in the package contents of binaryninja.app, if we go to resources, Python, binary ninja, and you find all the Python files. So let's go ahead and, well, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. All right, so if we come into here, we should be able to just put this here. And the crappy thing is you have to do this for every single one of them. That's interesting. Why are those self.view? It's passing in the view. But this one's just view. That's not very consistent. I guess we'll find out if that works. So then if we close this and hope that I don't accidentally update in the middle. All right, let's see what happens now. All right, it's not throwing exceptions anymore. We'll see if it actually deletes the function though. I made an Americano with 4 shots before stream, and it is absolutely delicious. Oh, we're hanging. I bet we cannot do this from... Yeah, so let's see. I'm betting that this does not work on the main thread, which is where the binary data notification runs. So the architecture kind of in Binary Ninja is that there's at least 2 threads, even in personal, which doesn't have multi-core analysis. It still has multiple threads, and the main thread is where everything kind of gets kicked off from. And I believe that disassembly also happens in the main thread, because I know that disassembly is single threaded. But in terms of analysis gets kicked off to the worker threads, and on personal there's 1 worker thread. That's as many as you can have. On commercial you have any number of worker threads related to the size of your processor, the number of cores on it and stuff. So I'm guessing that this being on the main thread, it can't actually, there's like a deadlock or something. Yeah, we're not responding at all. We can check that. Let me grab a terminal. This we should probably put over here. And so I'm going to run this with debug output. Which means it's going to be slower, but we at least get like extra information. I have no idea how many cores does your 12 nanometer processor have? I probably should have put a, yeah. Okay, so we are going to see an output if it's getting into our thing. Ugh. Oh, we're hung. Yeah, so we're getting hung in our function added method. So let's see what we can do about that. I think, do I still have partial? Yeah. It's not under, no, it's not under binary view. I think it's just under worker in queue. Oh, it's already there. Cool. Because I was using it earlier. All right, let's see if that works. So hopefully this isn't a race condition where it does something weird before we can remove that function. I've noticed that it's, particularly if you look over here, oh, didn't work. Not get called. Okay. So it called that, and then it added the function. Does the function not exist? No, it has to exist because they pass the function. So I'll put some info here. This is Visual Studio Code. I have a, the theme is called Quiet Light. I didn't really like solarized light as much. This one seems like it's pretty decent contrast for like a stream. Oh god, you can't read text, the chat on over it though. Let's try moving that over here. Yeah, that's a little better. We'll see how that works on Binary Ninja side of it things though. All right, so anyways, yeah, all right. Sorry, I'm just sitting here staring at it, like wondering if this is gonna work. I don't know, but we'll find out. Let's go ahead and clear our buffer. Be easier to find stuff. All right. Oh, I remember the other thing that I wanted to do tonight, and that was patching the exception handler stuff. So once we actually get into an exception handler, if we hit that move EAX null pointer instruction, when we remove that, it kind of ruins the state machine we're kind of using there. And so it would never realize that it's in the exception. Oh, I think we got farther that time. Nope. We still get to that point. All right. Ah, okay. So at this point, we're this is what we need. Let's see what that is. Anyways, so once we kind of like get patch that one move of the null pointer out, we're missing that step in our state machine, and so we need to be able to identify only the ones that we need to actually patch that on. and I don't want to get stuck in a different state than what I expect to be when I come into the entry of one of those primitives. So what I want to do is once I hit the end of that construct, I want to just go ahead and patch out the 3 lines of code that are manipulating the exception handler. And so that way on the next run that we do, it won't be there. And we'll just fall right through. All right, there's our jump. And there's our stop iteration. Ugh, there is still a call. That one is none though. That's weird. Let's see. Yeah, that call is still there. And the thing is that it doesn't even exist here. So, like, this is an unconditional jump that we're coming into. So it never actually gets to here. It just got here long enough in the data flow to make that dumb function. And so we need to, I wonder if just running again. So it gets rid of the call. But it doesn't, yeah. So there's no call instruction for that function anymore, but we're still off kind of because of the tail call. So I don't know if this is actually going to be legit or not. It's still going though. I mean, the nice thing is that most of these constructs are not really like stack variable dependent, or like stack dependent, in that they need the entire stack. They generally only need like 1 or 2, and they're relative to the top of the stack. So maybe we just don't need to do a binary data notification. Maybe we just need to run a second pass as soon as it stops working. Oh, maybe that's what we can do. So if I just do I need to figure out how to check and like come up with a way to stop it. But if I get to the point where the queue is empty, I could just put start back into the queue and start running again, and see if we get any changes. Although I've got to figure out how we would detect whether or not we've changed anything, I guess. But it would hit that tail jump or tail call, and at that point I could say, okay, I have a tail call now. Let's see what's going on here, or we could just assume that it's not actually a call. And then I could just remove it and reanalyze and then keep going. This thing is going, huh? I did not expect it to go this long. And it's going really slow because I've got it on the debug. I should have taken it off of that. It's probably also slower because I'm making it navigate to every single thing, but that's nice because you can see like it is actually doing stuff. And I've noticed that the feature map actually updates faster than the flow graph does. The flow graph seems to kind of get stuck after a little while, and then I have to kind of like scroll up, and then it'll refresh itself. But otherwise, it just kind of just sits there for a little bit. It only updates every few seconds or so. So it makes me wonder if there's something on my end that's causing it to slow down here, besides just printing stuff. Oh, that's interesting. It thought there was a loop. And it looks like it handled it okay. Oh, nope, looks like we stopped. Oh, this is where I should not fs. Okay, so it's detecting. This is the instruction that I want to NOP. So my output would have reminded me what I needed to do even if I had forgotten. But let's look at this part first. So yeah, if we come down here, we've got a jump. Now it's going to end up being a call and passing some other address in, which isn't even an instruction anymore. I wonder where it gets that from. Yeah, I like to talk things through sometimes. Do you not like me talking out loud? I could just sit here in silence, mute my mic, and just scroll all over the place randomly. So, let's see. We need a tail call. Let me see which one this one is. It's just a tail call. What's it look like in mapped medium level IL? So that's the stack. So does that mean that there's something else on the stack somewhere? So we've got that. Just says return address. Oh, I want -8. Undetermined. Because it's a tail call, so it's not going to put a return address on the stack. So it does put that onto this. So that becomes the return address. Okay, maybe this is actually a function. I hadn't really considered that. Because that address doesn't get used. So it did put something on the... So maybe let's not get rid of that just yet. Maybe I just changed that. Let's just go ahead and change this to be. Oops, let me put on. Let's go ahead and just go with the first one. Actually, I don't even need that. It's just going to do next. So let's try that. Okay. So then if we come all the way down here, so I forcefully stopped here. So this is where we need to then, LLIL. I love this. Check this out. Because of the last stream, Peter added this. So instead of having to type current LLIL.mapped medium level IL, I can just type current LLIL.mmlil, and it will give me the mapped medium level IL and function. So I want to have 10.3, the SSA form of it. FS is probably always going to be 0, especially because we're patching stuff. So I've already got self-FS, which means that I can make although that one's in a different function, I think, so I need to create it again. Oh no, I always make it in the function that I'm in. So let's move, we'll create an SSA variable of it as well. Although actually I probably don't even need this. Yeah, I don't think I even need medium level IL. All right, I'm gonna take, go ahead and move that. So then we need to open, I forgot to make a new copy of this for episode 11. I guess we'll just be changing this directory to be episode 11. The exception handler. So this is where I should not fs. So come in here. I don't think there are any actual definitions. So let's just do fs uses. that's a function. Let me double check that. Oh no, I want the let me make sure. So should know. No, it doesn't know that the function's an LIL function. So no, I don't have it in here. All right, we'll just guess. Get var uses. So I think that that gives me the indices of them. Read books, watch videos, and just practice. You know, that's really the only way that you can get better at programming. Like you have to just do it. Find random things to do that you like. Think of things you want to do and see if you can do them. And basically, Google lots and lots and lots of stuff. I spend a lot of time Googling. All right, so for use in FS uses, I believe this is the instruction. All right, let's look at this. Okay, so we got our exactly. And Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow, although if you use Google, you'll probably get lots of Stack Overflow references and results, so you can just go and it's kind of a corollary to that. All right, so that's our FS is that. So then if we do our uses, yeah, so we get the indexes. And I think if we just go to each of those, yeah, yeah, so there's one. 1043 is where we just were. And if we go here, there's the other one. So all we want to do is and then we want to do revert to nup fsus il.address. And we just want to continue on to the next instruction. All right, have fun. Thanks for hanging out with us. So if we return none, then it will just go ahead and go to the next instruction. I think that's what we want. Let's try it. The hand-drawn binary ninja emote that it's drew for me. Yeah. Yeah, so if we come in here. Yeah, it's my only one currently. I need to get some more for the higher levels that no one will ever subscribe with. All right, we don't need that. Yes, so we're not done with this path, so we want to continue processing it. Yes, it is a challenge. If you want to subscribe for $10 a month or whatever, I will go out and get some emoji made. If you really want to be challenged, sub for $25. All right. Yes, so let's try it. I'm gonna go ahead and quit. And this time I'm just gonna run it normal because it'd be a little faster. Also, I added something the other night after stream where there were a bunch of like XOR ECXs at the beginning, which were doing absolutely nothing because they were all operating on the entry point of ECX and just XORing. And so there's no way. Oh, you just they're normally like this. If you just kind of come up here and pull here, it comes apart, and you can just kind of put it on the side. All right, there's our second function, and we are continuing on. I have a really good feeling about this one. Yeah, I actually learned this one on accident because I was trying to expand it out, and instead I grabbed the wrong place and just kind of drug it out. And then when I tried to move it, it ended up putting it side by side. And I thought to myself, yeah, that's kind of nice. So I left it. All right. We're really going. Yeah, it's probably just a docking thing. Unfortunately, you can't really do that with some of these over here. They don't have, maybe they don't have a flag turned on or something for it. Because you can't move these out. However, one of the developers, Brian, sent me a screenshot very recently of the mini graph just kind of hovering over here. So I believe that that is coming soon. All right, looks like we did the FS thing, and it looks like we have continued on. Well, I closed Slack because I only I'm a plebe and I run my streaming off of a laptop. So I basically close everything I possibly can to save my resources. So I can't get to it right now, but if I had it open, I would totally show you the screenshot. I mean, you can imagine it. It was really just, literally just the mini graph just hovering over here, all by its lonesome. And thing is really going, huh? Oh, I saw Hello World again. Oh, we stopped. Where did we get to now? What is our issue? Oh, we've got a... Looks like we've got a loop. Which... Let's see. Yes. That one's a good one. So that causes a loop, and the loop messes up the stack. So the stack isn't consistent anymore. And so when we come here, you can see it doesn't have variables anymore. And so it has no idea what this offset is anymore. Yeah, I did. I submitted that actually a couple days ago. So I wonder what will happen if we just run it again. Oh, it can't do this push over here. So what we need to do is actually, this is a good one. Okay, what to do here? So what's happening is this is the path we want to go down, but we can't, because we generally, when we come to one of these, we go down the false path first to expand this out and then check this again. But because this much control flow worked and it's jumping up to here and messing up the stack, the analysis of this basic block can't happen. And so it just kind of goes back and forth between these for a little while and then it quits. Now the thing is if I could just say, if we fail here, like hit it too many times, then just go ahead and bail and go down the true branch. That would then hit this and it would break it up. But then we'd be stuck with this one unconditional jump in the middle, which I guess would then get erased if we ran it again. Yeah, let's try that and see what happens. Yeah, that was unconditional jump. So our jump is, this is our jump. Our scene count. Let's do, actually not true. I think that might be all we need to do. Let's try saving this as a new... No, I don't want to save contents. I want to save the analysis database, but I want to save it as a second one. Fuck it. I'll just save it. All right. So we'll start here again. Oh, we hit the end. Gotta go into the second function. No, that didn't do anything. Okay. Let me see what's actually happening. It's doing something with the analysis. Been seen too many times. Okay. .99F0 has been seen too many times. So, oops. .99F0 is the analysis. Oh, that's why it bails. It bails because the other one has been seen too many times. It's failing right here. So let's do that. Let's try both of those. Oops, keep doing that. I'll have to add something. I gotta remember that. I need to add something to continue running it. Yeah, so we've got this one spot here that it's, but notice those are fixed now. So if we do another pass, it's gonna pick it up. Come on, you can update. Yeah, there you go. Kind of stopped updating the graph, but you can see that the feature map's still moving. Wow, you really don't want to. Oh, there we go. Thank you. No, we stopped again. Oh, we hit a return. Not enough space to patch. Need 5 bytes. Hmm. Whoa. Whoa, AO. Whoops. Didn't mean to hit that. Where did the patch go? No. I have 5 bytes. Okay, I feel like something changed because why is it returning there? Oh, this is a this is an exception thing. Were we in were we in an exception when we did that? No, doesn't seem like we're. I need cross references for variables really bad. All right. All right, so current lil.mlil.ssa form 1524. This function's getting big. Dot source dot left dot source. Interesting, the variable doesn't have a name. It's probably okay. So we want to So I want to go backwards until we get to the start of this EAX thing. So while the dot var equals Let's get our IL instruction too. Turn off that noise. Okay. Team 24. And then MMIL equals current. Let's make sure that's good. All right, so equals IL get. So save our definition. V all right, while V equals IL dot source dot left dot source dot var. V equals source and IL equals all right, and then once we do that, we'll do here equals il.address. Ugh. Wait, do I have a missing bracket? Why is it not? Okay. Oh. il.SSA form. Really? Oh. Ah. Doesn't have a left. All right, let's see where we are. Okay. That is a stack variable. Maybe we do need to fix that instruction. So let's see what happens if we do a oops. No, it's still saved EAX. So it's putting it there. Oh wait, no, it's reading from that value. It's putting it here. It's not right. Oh no, that's right, okay. Yeah, this looks like one of the yeah, it's just adding B8. Because that's it. Okay, that's why it wasn't making sense for a little while there. So it does make sense. This is definitely in the middle of an FS thing, and it seems like it has knocked them, I guess. Or maybe our thing didn't seem to work right. Am I on? No. So here is 40E000. That's what it thinks is there. But if we're in the middle of an exception handler, then we've put a bunch of shit on the stack. And so this is not actually that value. Then if we look down here, after it's added a shit ton of stuff to EAX, EAX is now 40E0B8. And if you are a previous watcher and watched a few episodes ago when we first encountered the exception thing, the offset that was being added to it was B8. So this is definitely an exception handler thing. And it's moving this into the exception handler, and this is where it's trying to jump to, because then it also comes down here and does this. So we should have actually overwritten this right here with a jump to this address. But the question is then, is where is the FS? Because it does not seem to have appeared. Let me see if there's an FS here. No, does not look like there's an FS in this one either. But fortunately, it looks like we don't actually. Oh, right. I need to run the thing again. Actually, let's close this and run it here. And this way I'll at least see if I'm like deleting. I wonder if we can get rid of some of this shit. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. So I'm wondering if there's something going on here. Let's see if analyze unwind. Do we turn off an exception? Maybe we should do self dot unwinding. It's true. And add another state to our state machine here. Maybe I should draw this out actually. So do start. And here is we need a set var. So fs in set var. And so then this puts us into push SEH. So if we're in push SEH and we come in here, oh, hang on a second. We're not actually doing the, oh wait, no, that happens here. Analyze unwind. That happens in set var, right? Yes. Okay. So push SEH. Can't remember what we're doing here. Oh, we're getting the stack pointer. We're getting the value that's actually going to the exception handler. So that's what's happening there. Here. So then here, ch equals sp minus plus 4. And then if we have an SCH, this is where we do the all right, so then now we're in exception. So then if we get to a store, that's where we do the unwind. So maybe we need to actually check that value. I wonder if that's what happened. Let's see, are you done? Yeah, you're done. Let me see, what was the, I'm logging something in here, I think, in the null deref visitor. Yeah, I'm printing shit. It's gonna be hard to find. Source type. Well, it looks like it found it. No, maybe it found something else. 4074 EA. Is that the same one? Seems like it. 404056. Oops. Damn it. No, it's a different one. Okay, so no, it didn't. Never. Yeah, it didn't seem to check this one. 4154E. Oh. Yeah. Seems like we didn't actually get into the exception handler. Let me see, is there a nup? This is where you should nup fs. Hmm. 406 E60. Mm-hmm. So I nopped it. I think that was the maybe the start of it. No, that's the end of it. So it didn't see another FS then, maybe. Now let's see if there's another one. Yeah, it's the only one. Oh wait, that's not even the fucking run we're in. It's the only time it's seen. That's an interesting debug output. Yeah, that one, it jumped and it knocked this out. Did we forget to change but we're not in an exception here. Rise, unwind. We just added something though, unwinding. Found it only 2 times. What the hell? Did I go down a wrong path? Like, how am I getting an exception handler without being in an exception? Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a facepalm right now. Like, oops. Oh, there's one of those entry things. And this is, I have a hard time believing that that's Oh my gosh. Thank you, mini-graph. Gonna fix this one for now. Yeah, so see, that one really shouldn't have caused any issues. So then, did it patch in FS? Did I hit something? So it's a set bar. Because you have to push it on to the stack. I wonder if they did something else with it, but still, I would have seen it at some point, and it would have been... I am so confused right now. Especially because I got farther than this earlier. What happens if I just... guess we're gonna do some manual ones real quick to see if I can find an FS somewhere. Yeah, there's the pop. So where did the push go? Yeah. Was I already in the middle of an exception, maybe, when I saved it? Fuck. Alright. There's only one way to determine this. And I crashed it. That was cool. What song am I listening to? Because as soon as Binary Ninja crashed, it the lyrics, oh, Rich Friends by Portugal the Man. Crashing on Chardonnay is what they said. But they started singing about crashing like right when I crashed. So that was kind of humorous. All right, anyways, let's get back into it. Rich Friends by Portugal the Man. Try something. Oh, that's what we... Does that return none or empty? So I'm going to turn off navigation for a second and see if it actually makes it faster. None on failure. Well, what's the verdict? Do you consider it good music tastes? Whoops. What? Did I type that wrong? And it's just now happening? User data var. Thank you for the glowing endorsement of my music picks. Not unreasonable. Gonna make that view go away? No. Guess that's as big as I can make it. Ooh. Oh no, that's kind of fun to watch that kind of pop around. Am I stuck or what's happening? There's our crash from earlier. Looks like a different place than last time. Invalid address. Huh. All right, well, we'll hold on to that one then. Now, what happened here? Starting from the beginning, and we haven't... Oh, I must have returned the wrong thing. Yep, I returned true. This should actually be... I guess I never actually ran the jump one. Seems to have messed things up. Whoops. Let's watch this one for a little bit. Did we die again? Why are you not... Seems like it's hanging on something. Oh. I need to put faults here so it reanalyzes or something. Is that what it is? I can't even remember how I did my own stuff. Yeah. It only reanalyzes on a faults. Seems like that might actually be a little faster. Doesn't look like this is updating. Yeah, the mini graph is not responding right now. Oh boy. Actually, the mini graph seems non-responsive. Oh, probably because I'm not in graph view. Damn, it just does not like these jumps. Why does it keep stopping on them? It looks like it defined it, and we returned false. Hmm. Why is that happening? The target queue shouldn't be empty. Yeah, let's just try running it again. See what happens. I'll figure that one out later. Problem for future Josh. Ugh, are you stopping on every single one of these indirect jumps now? Killing me. All right, let me see. Shouldn't take long for it to get there. Adding the data var address. So I'm adding the const. Oh, I'm adding the, yes, you're right. That's what's going on. Yes. I need to not do that. What I need to do is just put myself back on. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Thank you. Oops, I don't want that. Yeah, thanks. It's brick, right? Yeah. I guess when I get to the point where I need to determine if anything changed, I can like check the number of basic blocks. And if the number of basic blocks changed, then that'll tell me that I modified something and then I can run it again. And then if I run it again and no basic blocks appear, then at that point I can consider that function finished. There's an exception. There's our second function. Continuing on. I think I need to add like a time thing at the beginning of this so I can see how long it takes to actually run the whole thing. Because I don't really feel like adding up every single one of these analysis update took so and so seconds. Oh, there's another. What is that? Seemed like it did that one for a few times. Oh, I bet that's the that one place where it was looping, and that I bet because it was outputting that was where the FS it wasn't an exception at that place where I saved it, and that's why we were having the exception issue. Yep. Okay, something is wrong. Oh, I'm in start. Why didn't we? So it determined that it's a stack variable source type. So what was wrong with the check? Hmm. Hmm. I see. This is the problem. Next IL operation. It's not a go-to, and so that's an issue. So what we need to do here is take this and now let's take this out. Oh no, this is not what I want. I want this. Hmm. I think that we're okay assuming that this is a value that we can write to, because if you hadn't noticed, we basically only do a single instruction before jumping. So I think that we're safe just assuming that whatever comes immediately after this value is going to be some construct that's going to change control flow. So I'm going to operate on that assumption for now. And so we need to make, oh, I don't know how to make, oh no, it should be fine if we run a lock. Yay, that fixed it. No, no it didn't. Or did it? Like, what is happening here? Oh, it's just gotten to the point where it slows down. Okay, I'm feeling really good about this one. Damn, the map has gotten so small I can't even see what's at the end now. Oh, we're XORing DX now. Wonder why. Oh, son of a... Oh, we stopped. Haha! Look at that. We have found a call. I feel like that's pretty awesome. Hang on a second, I'm doing something real quick. Okay. Well, so far it looks like this app calls message box. Why don't we look at the medium level IL? Oh, look at that. I got it off the internet. That looks like a jump. Wonder if that's the return address. I think it is. Yeah, we got those. Let's go look at message box. Flatten those jumps, bro. I will fatten them. Hang on. We got an hour left, so yeah. Hwind, text, caption, type. Let's see what our type is. Information. It's hex 40. All right, so yes. That is a tail call. And oh, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. So then that means that this is also the return for this function. Now, I wonder how I can do that. Let me try something real quick. Hey, look at that. Now, does that actually affect the... Oh yeah, it looks like that affects the IL as well. Okay. That is really funny that it can say that and too funny. All right, so now got that on my list of things to remember. So let's see. Was it ML tail call, right? Oops, wrong function. Oh no, this is the right function. Oh no, it turns into a jump now. It's no longer a tail call. So I'm pretty sure it's this. Okay. So now we need to do go to. Let me undo that so I still have my tail call there. Cool. Yeah. All right. I'm in mapped. Okay. Yeah, we got just a bunch of knops and stuff, right? Where's my actual like push thing? I think that'll still show up in that's probably one of these bigger ones. Yeah. Ugh, are you kidding me? Come on, there's got to be a var4 somewhere. No, it turned it into a constant. Okay. We might have to go to low level IL. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we've got to go all the way down to low level IL for this one. So that means okay, low level, medium level. Is there an LIL? Yes, there is. All right. So we need to do a current LIL and see if it's a go-to. And if it's a go-to, all right. Yeah. So then we do if LIL jump dot function test. Let's double check this for a second. If LIL jump is none, because that can happen, then we'll return false. All right. Go to. And here we want to get let's do put that there, make this a little bit easier to read. This first target, and then the second target is going to be the target of the first target. I believe that works. Yes. All right. Let's call this final target. And move it right. Oh no, let's do it here. This is good. And then let's say if actually no, we can start it here. Final target is the dist. And then final target operation equals there we go. I think that will get us to the point where we can then say target q dot put final target dot address. Final count temps better. It's a good song, but so patch value is gonna be, wait, I think I have self.arch. I do, don't I? No, I don't. That's fine. We don't really need to check to make sure that we have space because we're already at a go to, and so we're already at a jump. So we'll have space. So then right. All right, let's see if that works. I'm going to save the analysis database. And I guess I need to open it. Did it just... All right, so we got our two functions. Well, that didn't seem to do anything. Should have gotten a bunch of go-tos here. Wiped out. All right, let's run you here and see what's going on. Oh, wait, now it works? What the hell? You lost something. All right, let's open you back up. All right. It looks like we're getting somewhere though. CC35, yeah. So it jumps over the knobs. So what did it skip that caused it to look up the values here? That one was right. Let's make a new tab and run it again and all right, what are we missing here? So we oh, are you kidding me? All right, that's cool. Another crash. I swear to God, I'm gonna get an emote for the higher subscriptions that is like me face palming and says crash or bug underneath it, because it happens so often. People will want to use that emote and they will pay money to get it to come up. Yeah, I need a seg volley mode. Man, what the what just happened? All right. Oh wait, no, this splits. I don't want to split to a new window there. I want to open it again. Can I do a new window? Yes. That gives me what I want. This should be what I want. I want to run unlock on this side. Wait. Oh, okay. So I'm in different views. Now I can come down here and look at the difference between these. All right, this one is missing. I think I'm skipping over one somehow. Yeah. So I somehow jump from, change this jump. Wait, I am, yeah, so here's that. Then this jumps to there? What? Yeah, okay. I'm getting myself really confused. Okay, so yes, I'm skipping a basic block somehow. How am I skipping basic blocks? Let's see what this one is. Ooh. Oh, that was another menu add action one. Well, we'll just, oops. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I could save crash reports by just dragging right there. That makes sense. So let's just move that out of the way. Okay. Final target operation equals go to. So the LLIL jump is this not? Well, no, that makes sense. It has to be a, I was gonna say maybe it's not a go-to all the time, but it has to be because it has the dest, I thought. So over here, we have a jump. This is 2-5. Okay, that one's not a good one. This one's a good one. All right, so we are right here. We have a jump. Oh. That No, that doesn't make any sense. All right, so I'm here. And I come here. The jump should be to there. And it should stop. But instead it doesn't. This is confusing. I guess I'm just gonna have to output it and run it from the other thing. Because I'm also interested in what final target was right there. How is 165 out of... Oh. Is it getting the old... It's getting the old function. That's probably wrong. This should be false. Let's try it now. That explains... That's not right. That's weird. That function disappeared too. All right, let's. Did we just sec fault when I closed it? That's fun. Doesn't seem like canceling a background task actually works. Wait, are you still going? What the hell? That's why it's sec faulting. You're still deleting shit though. All right, let's try that one more time and actually stop it before it gets farther. All right. Hmm. Ah. Is that what it is? No? Oh, I think that's what's happening. Okay. I think the it'd actually be easier if I did this. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. LLIL. Is it not giving me the LLIL maybe? Let's see. Hmm. That's the one from it crashing in the log debug, it looks like. Okay. So it's this one. Doesn't exist. A5FD. Aha. No. Alright. Current ML. We're coming from mapped medium level IL. Alright, so LLIL jump. It's just m.llil. Okay, those look the same. Oops. What the hell? Is this a... What the... What the what? Wait, am I in the wrong... What now? What's another... Which view am I in? I'm in medium level, mapped medium level IL right now. Okay, this makes no sense. I don't have an instruction index. That's cool. Oh, I have a bug in already for this one. Did I do anything special for setting up my plugins in Binary Ninja? What exactly do you mean by that? I'm not sure by what you mean by setting up. Oh no, I don't use a virtual environment. I just use yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I symlink my plugins from a whatever directory my Git repo is in. And that way I don't have to just keep copying them over and over and over again. Yeah, so I generally will clone a repo and then symlink the plugin, either plugin folder or plugin script file into the plugins directory. And then, yeah, if I'm doing something with it, like modifying it or anything, then it'll just update for itself. So that way I don't have to keep like saving and moving or whatever. Now, when I'm doing something like a C++ plugin, I generally will have like a make install that'll either symlink it or move it there. So that way when I just make it, it goes ahead and puts it there for me. So this is a bug for absolute certainty. LLIL jump is one, has no instruction index, which is bad, and its expression index is 220. So let's see, what's current LLIL 161. So that's what it should be. And that's the problem, is that somehow it thinks that it's a go-to 163 instead of a go-to 162. And medium mapped medium level IL is go to 163. And all right, I need to mark this on the stream. So now I can find my way back to this when I need to report this. Yeah, this is kind of messed up. So, all right, current LIL 161.expression index. Yeah, that's not right at all. I don't know where it's getting that 220 from at all. Yeah, I'm gonna be busting some chops tonight. Let's see what this. Let me look at this script real quick. I'm gonna bring it over because you were asking. For everybody to see. Let's see. Yeah, got those. Oh, okay, interesting. So you're just like pulling in all the plugins from the community thing. Oh, I don't change them too much. And honestly, my plugins don't have any submodules as far as I know. I generally don't use the plugin manager. or the plugin stuff. If I want a particular one, I'll just go ahead and clone it directly, I guess. They really need to finish the plugin manager, like bring it back. All right, I think that what I need to do, where is it getting that 220 from? No, I gotta see if I can figure this out now. I'm wasting my time tonight. Oh, that's the stable API. LIL is not listed. Let me refresh and see if it fixes it. This seems like this might be messed up. Oh, I think I know what's happening. Maybe. No, that can't be happening. Function object has, oh, self.function. That's why it's not. And it's getting it from the low-level LIL SSA. Ah, that's the issue. It's creating an I'm using an SSA form. They need to fix this. They need to put a dot non-SSA form. Because if you do a low-level IL instruction, they also need to get the and if you do non-SSA form, you get what you want. So that is what we want to do for now, is here bet that we'll fix it. And also, what is going on with that jump there? Let's try and figure that out too while we're here. Analyze indirect jump. Oh, it's because of this. I should fix that. Oh, so before, sorry, I haven't gotten to actually look at your link or anything yet, but the returning false is one of the ways that I signal to it. Oh, I have a second monitor. What you're seeing is like 3/4, maybe a little bit more of my my ultra wide monitor. It's a 34-inch ultra wide. So, and I also have a keyboard and mouse. So I'm not like sitting there on just like a little tinky laptop doing everything. I effectively with a monitor this wide, I effectively have like 3 monitors. So I'm good. So anyway, so the return faults, there's I think 4 different things that it'll return. It'll return true or false here. True or false means that we're done processing this particular path, and we want to get something else out of the queue that we've been putting things into. If it's an integer, then that means that that's the next medium level map to medium level IL instruction that we want to go to. That's generally going to happen after a go to instruction. And then last is if it's none, then that means that we probably didn't do anything, and we should just go on to the next instruction. And so down here, if process result is false, then we reanalyze the function to make sure that to like kick off analysis so that it'll then continue on to the next iteration of the loop and pull something else out of the queue. Now, one thing is I should probably do a reanalyze here as well, especially with these go-tos, but maybe I don't need to because I think I'm patching stuff. So anyways, yeah, so that's what those falses are for. Yeah, I'm just using that to like tell it which path to take on the next iteration. Ah, look at that. Now it's nice and clean. There's more that I want to do on this, but let's see what we can do with this one. Too far, too far. I wish I had a thing that could say just like make the window this size. Oh. It's almost time to go. Binary Ninja has like an anger plugin, I think, that you could do something, but Binary Ninja itself doesn't have any sort of dynamic analysis. It is strictly a static analysis application. So let's see. Make this nice and big. All right, so we got this nice big thing. Let's see what happens if we run unlock again on it. Can't tell if we're getting small. Doesn't seem like it's doing it unless this is just isn't updating. Oh, no, it's doing it. Yep. Oh, it didn't get that one because it's right after a jump, not a go-to. Although these are still here. What are you doing? All right, all that stuff is still there, it looks like. No, it's down here. If you probably can't see it very well, but right down here in the corner, it says that it's updating or deobfuscating stuff. So it's definitely running. I just don't know what it's on. 83FF. I don't see that. I don't know if it's in a loop or what. Let's see if it's actually cutting them down. It is. Look at that go. It is working. It's just slow as balls. Although I will say, I noticed like the analysis updates are taking a little less time each time. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I've done that with a couple of languages, the importing symbols. Well, I usually do the C bindings, the native C functions, and then create native bindings in like whatever language I'm in. This is significantly less. I guess it's stepping over like every single instruction right now, and that's why it's... and I bet it's like doing a false on... I should change this. This should just be... oh no, not that one. The go-to one. I should put this in its own function. Here's the issue. If expression dot LLIL jump dot address equals final target dot address. No. Let's see, what happens if I... No, that also doesn't have one. Well, I guess this one will have one. I think that would actually be faster because now it's not having to reanalyze. It's just going to iterate over to the next one. Oh, we finished. But it doesn't look like it. This looks significantly smaller. I believe we were around like 1,000 something basic blocks earlier. We're at 637 now. That's something. Yeah. So we folded all the jumps. I feel like that's pretty good. The next thing that we need to do is do some constant folding, which means that we're going to take things like this and if you notice in medium level IL, you don't really see them until they're like used. So then what we're going to do is go to map to medium level IL. So all these things that we see, like R4, we're going to take that and move it to here if we can. This one might be a little hard. We might have to check because this is a pop or a push. Maybe we leave the pushes and then just do one operation. So like this one here, we can take this one and fold it in with this one and fold that in with this one and fold that in with this one and fold that in with this one. What is that one even doing? Oh, it's ORing it with 0. That's fun. So yeah, so we fold all those into each other. Okay, now var4 is gonna be push this here and then do one thing here. Or the other thing that we can do is say, okay, well, if this is a push, well, let's just get what this value is right here and go ahead and just push it on the stack here instead of doing all of this stuff. And yeah, then we could do the same thing for these, and then that'll get us more of these that are knopped, and then we can just fold those as well and get it so that there's almost no I think we can drop it down significantly from there. So this one's pretty small now. And this one, we should be able to do the same thing. We'll just change this, knop all of these, turn this to an ECX equals this, and be good. And then also this push, we can do a push of 40C7D0 instead of these two. I think that's a good place to stop it for today because I've got to run. So I think we made a lot of good progress today, and it's really coming together. We've gotten a nice function call down here that we see. We've got our new obfuscation here is that whenever they do a call, they actually do a tail call and push the return value onto the stack. So we know that the first argument in the tail call is actually our return address. So next we can try to do a jump. We can set the indirect user branch here and go ahead and finish processing everything. Although I don't know if I can set the fix the stack there. So we'll have to figure out what we're going to do there. Yeah, so tune in next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Although next Tuesday I'm out of town, so I'm going to try and record something and play that at the normal time so that there's still some content going on Tuesday and Thursday. So hopefully I'll be able to get that done before I leave on my flight. And if not, then I'll just play some reruns or something so people can catch up. But either way, there will be something here on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and I believe 11 p.m. Universal Time. So yeah, have a good night, everybody, and see you next time.